Oh man, that was wild. The results don't even matter when you're in the ring facing legends in matches you never thought possible. A win, a loss, come on. It's about the moment here, and what a moment that was. Now that I got my ECW experience taken care of, I have my sights set on a man that many consider my dream opponent. Stone Cold Steve Austin. Despite our glaring differences, there's a lot of similarities between us. Give us a microphone and watch us captivate the audience.
Austin 316 says I just whipped your ass.
We do not back down from anybody, always ready to fight. Talking trash on an Attitude Era Raw against a prime Rattlesnake simply wasn't in the cards for my career, but at least with slingshot technology, I can make this match happen. All the respect in the world to Steve and every single achievement in his career, but trust that I'm going to bring the fight to him in a no-holds-barred match the second the bell rings. Austin wants to brawl all over the place? He wants weapons? Sounds good to me. Hell, I'm all for it after that fight with Cactus Jack. I've even got a special place in mind. A special arena in Chicago where we can have this all take place. Are you gonna back me up and try to take down Stone Cold? Or do you think Steve Austin has my number? No matter what you choose, I'm gonna do my best to take the head off the snake.
Son, you're looking at the best there is.
Stone Cold Steve Austin and CM Punk are two of the most defiant, anti-authority, rebellious, irritable men we've ever had the pleasure of watching in the ring. But tonight, we find out who is the toughest SOB of them all.
Yeah, a lot of common ground between these two. Surely a lot of mutual respect and admiration, but Austin and Punk couldn't help but ask themselves, who's the better man, bell to bell?
And now we get the privilege of watching them work out the answer here in the ring in what promises to be a chaotic, no-holds-barred match.
Forced to the outside. Not a good predicament to be in. Over a decade ago, these two men sat together for a very intense confrontation. During that interview, CM Punk claimed he would have thrived during Steve Austin's era, just as he did today.
Punk also claimed that there were more sharks in the water during the Attitude Era than during Punk's heyday. Now, I take some umbrage to that since I was in the water during that era, but I get where Punk is coming from. Punk is a man who rises to the level of the competition. He's risen to it when facing the likes of John Cena and The Rock, and he can do so when facing another Mount Rushmore talent like Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Strikes with a kick. Two men fighting right now. They could not be any different when it comes to their backgrounds. Punk has often been a straight-edge antagonist, and Austin is forever known as a beer-swilling hero.
Yeah, these two would probably never hit the town together after a match, but there are so many other elements of their personalities that completely align. Both Punk and Austin are steadfast in their beliefs. They both love to fight more than anything and stand tall as icons of their respective eras.
It's almost like if they weren't so stubborn, they'd make the perfect tag team.
What's something Punk has to really take into consideration facing off against old Stone Cold?
Punk has to realize that he can't count as much toughness here tonight as usual. Punk's a resilient guy, but Austin's offense can stop anyone dead in their tracks and have them begging for mercy. Punk might want to...
He's going for the pin. Gets the shoulder up after one.
Still fighting to keep in this thing.
Oh, the physicality on display there. Unbelievable.
Vicious reversal with an elbow right to the mouth. When chatting with CM Punk, Stone Cold Steve Austin said there's no quote-unquote time shift that Punk can take to put himself back in the Attitude Era. But right now, he's facing perhaps the best of that era, and Austin is in the best shape of his life for this battle.
I question Stone Cold's usage of the time travel terminology, but there's no denying that he...
Blast off! In a well-timed counter.
Being set up in the corner for something.
Into the table.
Setting up that table, no doubt he has dangerous, painful intentions in mind here. I think Austin is finally starting to realize this CM Punk kid can brawl.
Down.
using that table to demolish his opponent. And Punk wants more from his opponent.
Looks like he's got something in mind for ringside here.
Here he comes, sliding back into the ring.
CM Punk wanted a fight, and Austin's starting to bring him one.
Something we've discussed before is that Punk represents the best of the modern era, and Austin the best of the Attitude Era. Both men have proven they can hang with the others' contemporaries.
You're right about that, Cole. Who can forget when Austin came out of retirement and defeated Kevin Owens in a main event battle at WrestleMania 38, which was also a no-holds-barred match, I might add.
That was definitely impressive, guys, but look at the list of competitors that Punk has stood toe-to-toe with in the ring. Kane, Triple H, The Rock, and The Undertaker. Some of them he beat, some of them he didn't, but what's undeniable is that Punk is not fazed whatsoever by the legend that accompanies the biggest names of the Attitude Era.
The action spilling in our direction. Under the ropes and back into the ring. Time to go for a ride. Oh, an exploder suplex. Differing in-ring styles from these two men. Punk is methodical with his strikes and submissions, while Austin prefers to brawl as soon as the bell rings. That seemingly favors the rattlesnake, doesn't it?
Look, nobody's going to bet against Austin in a no-holds-barred match. You think...
CM Punk looking to end things here. Go to sleep. Is it the finishing touch Punk needs?
Jeez, that's going to leave a mark.
Caught in a bad spot.
Driven down face first.
When asked about the locker room of Punk's prime, Steve Austin was a bit dismissive, saying he'd only need one or two moves to beat him. As to the top talent like Punk and John Cena, it would take, quote, 3 or 4.
Well, I'm sure Austin meant to include me in the latter group, but all that aside, the Rattlesnake is veering into overconfidence with a comment like that. Could a legend like Austin beat most competitors handily? Yes. But to think he's also an echelon above first ballot Hall of Famers like
The cover, isn't it? Not quite enough to put him away. Solid punch.
But that's looking like a game of tit for tat now. Boom.
Neither competitor is backing down.
And this match is swiftly turning into a knockdown, drag-out affair. All this heavy artillery is really adding up. This has turned into a violent game of chicken. Who's going to step off the gas first?
Uh-oh, sweet dreams coming.
Go to sleep.
Will that keep the Rattlesnake down?
Catches the kick.
Each superstar trying to counter and gain an advantage. Stealing a page straight from his opponent's playbook there.
And a kick out.
That move has brought him so many victories, but almost brought him defeat just then.
CM Punk thought that was enough. We thought that was enough, but somehow it didn't earn the 3 count. Oh, he saw it coming.
Punk now with a quick go behind Hammerlock. Follows it up with a clothesline.
And an elbow from the middle rope. Ooh!
Austin with great awareness.
Boy, what a kick. Stone Cold in some serious trouble.
Punk has Austin right where he wants him, and is...
Steve Austin's down. Could this be the end?
It's all over. CM Punk has beaten Steve Austin.
This is it. No holds barred. between CM Punk and Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Talk about hard-headed competitors who insist on playing by their own rules. Austin and Punk would be a tag team made in heaven if either of them could stand working with somebody else.
But sometimes it's similarities like that which breed the most contempt. At last, these two Hellraisers get a chance to see who the biggest rebel in all of WWE is. Decides to leave the confines of the ring. Two men fighting right now that could not be any different when it comes to their backgrounds. Punk has often been a straight-edge antagonist, and Austin is forever known as a beer-swilling hero.
Yeah, these two would probably never hit the town together after a match, but there are so many other elements of their personalities that completely align. Both Punk and Austin are steadfast in their beliefs. They both love to fight more than anything and stand tall as icons of their respective eras.
It's almost like if they weren't so stubborn, they'd make the perfect tag team.
CM Punk wanted to fight, and Austin started to bring him one.
Oh, kick right to the gut. What a counter. And now thrown back into the ring.
When chatting with CM Punk, Stone Cold Steve Austin said there's no quote-unquote time shift that Punk can take to put himself back in the Attitude Era. But right now, he's facing perhaps the best of that era, and Austin is in the best shape of his life for this battle.
I question Stone Cold's usage of the time travel terminology, but there's no denying that he knows how to brawl, how to fight with attitude. If Punk can overcome Austin in a no-holds-barred scenario, there will be no doubt that Punk can rule over any era in WWE.
What's something Punk has to really take into consideration facing off against old Stone Cold?
Punk has to realize that he can't count as much on his toughness here tonight as usual. Punk's a resilient guy, but Austin's offense can stop anyone dead in their tracks and have him begging for mercy. Punk might want to stay elusive and give Stone Cold the runaround.
Well, time to get out of Dodge as our announce desk is
On the top. You gotta be kidding me.
really risked it all there.
Very fortunate to hit the mark in that one.
Using the chair with no caution at all.
Just a frenzied assault from Austin.
Austin is just stomping Punk down without any hesitation.
Oh man, that'll bend your arm. Differing in-ring styles from these two men. Punk is methodical with strikes and submissions, while Austin prefers to brawl as soon as the bell rings. That seemingly favors the rattlesnake, doesn't it?
Look, nobody's going to bet against Austin in a no-holds-barred match. You think a man with an extensive MMA background like Punk doesn't know a few illegal moves that are normally grounds for disqualification? Well, tonight he's got them in his back pocket to snare an unsuspecting rattlesnake.
I think Austin is finally starting to realize this CM Punk kid can brawl. Great aim on the toss chair.
He connects with a counter. Something we've discussed before is that Punk represents the best of the modern era, and Austin the best of the Attitude Era. Both men have proven they can hang with the others' contemporaries.
You're right about that, Cole. Who can forget when Austin came out of retirement and defeated Kevin Owens in a main event battle at WrestleMania 38, which was also a no-holds-barred match, I might add.
That was definitely impressive, guys, but look at the list of competitors that Punk has stood toe-to-toe with in the ring. Kane, Triple H, The Rock, and The Undertaker. Some of them he beat, some of them he didn't, but what's undeniable is that Punk is not fazed whatsoever by the legend that accompanies the biggest names of the Attitude Era. He's got that chair in mind and his target in sight.
CM Punk is in a distressing spot.
Punk has no answer for Austin's pure aggression right here.
When asked about facing CM Punk, Austin claimed that he would push and prod to get the best out of Punk, to give Punk an even bigger mean streak than ever.
I'm not so sure that's humanly possible given the depths we've seen Punk sink to in order to secure a win, but I do not doubt the words of the rattlesnake. When you're in the ring against Austin, you have to be at your best, and CM Punk will certainly need to compete at his highest level to date
in order to secure the win.
Forcefully sent into the corner of the ring.
Clothesline. Serious damage to the arm being inflicted here. Stone Cold with his trademark offense. Austin 316 putting a whooping on Punk. Austin with a reversal. When asked about the locker room of Punk's prime, Steve Austin was a bit dismissive, saying he'd only need 1 or 2 moves to beat him. As for the top talent like Punk and John Cena, he would take, quote, 3 or 4.
Well, I'm sure Austin meant to include me in the latter group, but all that aside, the Rattlesnake is veering into overconfidence with a comment like that. Can a legend like Austin beat most competitors handily? Yes, but to think he's also...
Inside cradle. Oh, look at this small package! And the count doesn't even begin.
The referee did not even make it to a 1 count before he powered out. Unbelievable!
Momentum is running away from Punk.
Austin cashing in on his opportunities.
Stone Cold too slow there. He manages to stem the tide of attacks.
But Punk has to push now while the window's open.
Face full of turnbuckle. Uh-oh.
Devastating cranial impact with that move.
Stone Cold with the knees to the midsection. Then just talking trash. Wait. He gets the kick out after the 1.
Not going down without a fight.
With a lariat. Attack after attack coming from Austin.
Punk trying to withstand this surge. And he manages Austin. Punk's had enough. He's looking to end this here.
The gun was sleep. GTS from... And Punk now looking for the pinfall. Kicked out at 1. Into the ref. Can't believe it.
We have just witnessed next level grit, resilience, and even more so, defiance. How do you stop that?
Punk took his best shot, gave him everything he had, but just couldn't get the pin.
I expected this match to be hellacious, but Punk and Austin are truly outdoing themselves.
Yeah, this is a level of intensity we do not often get to see.
And as he stumbles up, he has no clue where he is.
Check out the springboard. Oh, launching himself from the ropes. He's waiting for him to rise to deliver something devastating.
What a way to get out of that one. Taken to the floor, and he's got no worries about the count.
Get ready for chaos. The chair is coming out.
Bam! Well-placed calf kick.
Bringing the fight closer and closer to our announce desk.
Let's just hope they don't bring it onto our announce desk. Crashing into the barricade with such force.
Bang! He finds a counter. Oh, what a knee lift.
Punk sidesteps out of that.
Using the table to cause some serious damage. Nice counter by Austin.
Kick, wow!
Stone Cold Stunner. Nobody recovers when Austin hits that.
Oh!
And he's a step ahead of Austin. He's reaching under the ring for anything useful.
If you're looking to cause quick, sharp damage, you can't go wrong with the kendo stick.
Ooh, like a boxer with a speed bag. It knew what was coming there.
Punk looking to impose his will.
Double underhook, trying to muscle them over and countered with a back body drop.
Oh, he flips that around, and Punk making his way back to the ring.
Punk is locked in on his opponent now.
Stone Cold with a well-timed shot.
These two Hellraisers are blowing the roof off this place.
And the WWE Universe is loving every second of it. Punk and Austin showing no signs of slowing.
Just a beat down. I don't know if Punk can withstand much more of this.
Yeah, Austin is appearing unstoppable.
Dropped him with a big shoulder tackle.
Austin going big. Stop!
CM Punk doesn't know where he is.
Vicious, aggressive attacks.
Boom! Boom! And he's able to avoid that offense.
Right to the throat. Great move. He's out of the ring. What does he have in mind now? I understand getting yourself fired up, but he needs to stay on his opponent. Clearly lost in the moment. He better snap out of it. Gets out of the ring. What's going to happen now?
CM Punk with a quick movement. Uranagi connects. He's not done there. He's locked in the Anaconda Vice grip. This is...
A couple of knees there. That'll get him out of it.
Oh, what a clothesline.
Such punishment being dealt by Austin.
Punk's got to find a way to put his best foot forward here.
Sliding back into the ring.
Look at Austin taking in all the energy from the crowd.
Big clothesline.
There's press, and now raining down multiple blows on his opponent.
Stone Cold showing Punk just how mean he can be.
This capacity crowd is beside themselves tonight. And to tell you the truth, as am I. An instant classic. Kick, whack.
Stone Cold! Stone Cold! Stone Cold! Stunner!
Austin going big.
Stunner from Stone Cold!
That has to be the final nail in the coffin.
A complete stalemate of reversals here. Neither one giving an inch.
I don't know if Punk can withstand much more of this.
Austin's got the pedal to the metal.
Everyone wanted a banger. Well, they've got it.
And all eyes are glued on this action. Austin working.
Austin going big.
Stunner!
Austin got all of it.
And going for the pin. Oh, he gets the shoulder up before 3.
There is that legendary fighting spirit of Punk on full display.
And Austin is in a state of disbelief. Thought he had this match in hand, but it will continue.
Clothesline.
Jeez, this is turning into a real Donnybrook. Austin applying the pressure.
It's gotta be hard to be CM Punk right now.
Avoided any damage there. Clothesline.
Off with their head.
Well, it's not pretty, but it is highly effective.
Yokes up their opponent. Driven down with a sidewalk slam.
Oh, and shoulders down. Got the cover. Stone Cold comes out on top. CM Punk has been defeated.
Here is your winner, Stone Cold Steve Austin!
Stone Cold Steve Austin. Still the toughest, meanest SOB around. Even CM Punk couldn't get the better of him.
Just goes to show what a singular talent Austin is. CM Punk might be the best in the world. He might be tough as nails, but the Texas Rattlesnake is just a different kind of animal.
You got that right.